That's it. Good morning, everybody. Hey,
Good
hey,
morning,
hey. It
hey.
is Sunday,
Coffee
and that
time.
means it is time for our
Woo.
official Sunday coffee time on here. And we hope that you're having a great Sunday. It is Sunday, January 7th, 2018, a brand new spanking year. What do you think, Missy Jen? And it's been a wild and woolly one so far, especially in the YouTube world, but we keep to our knitting here, and we keep bringing content that you
Yep.
guys are enjoying on a daily basis. And today's a very special day. Don't block that face. Don't block
Oh,
that Debbie
wow.
Lynn face. Today is a very don't you do that again. Today is a very special day for us. It is our official Debbie Lynn Day. I think from now on we're going to call January 7th, 2000, January 7th, whatever year, we're going to call that Debbie Lynn Day, our favorite country western gal here on YouTube. And well, let's back up a little bit, Jen. We have known Debbie Lynn for probably 3 years. I'm not quite sure how she came into
And make sure you show the
the
link
community.
on
Yeah,
here
I'm
too.
wearing it proud. Just, I got big, so they kind of, well,
Well
sorry,
done,
Debbie.
Lynn.
she's she's out there laughing now and saying, okay. So anyway, what was it, Jen? About 3 years ago, Debbie Lynn pops up on the scene here, right? And all of a sudden, she starts appearing daily on doing her own videos, and we're, hey, this chick is really cool, and she plays guitar, and
Yep.
she's pretty badass too. She's got a history of standing up for herself and being tough, but nowadays she's sweet and gentle like a kitten. like the like the Missy, life just beat all that badness out of her. But as time went on, Jen, we met her in October of 2015 down in our bottom of YouTube, Florida meetup, and she brought some great barbecue with her. She brought uh, her good looks, and she also brought her great bubbly personality with her. And she has over time become one of our dearest friends on YouTube. Several reasons why. You never hear Debbie Lynn flame anybody on YouTube, right?
Correct.
Correct. And that's quite a compliment. There's a lot of shenanigans, there's a lot of things that go on YouTube, but be able to continuously rise above that and just run your own game and run your own program is really a remarkable thing on YouTube. So any content that she puts up is geared towards her career as a singer, which I want to bring that to you because Debbie Lynn she styles herself as America's first and foremost transgender country music singer, and she's really quite good. I mean, a lot of her videos have a lot of views on them, and like I say, far beyond that though is the great person that she is. And I saw Maxine, I believe, got one of her T-shirts, and I happened to mention it on a live chat with Debbie Lynn that you know nice T-shirt. He's like, I'll send you something. I'm like, oh, I felt real bad because you don't want to mooch off. You don't want to just say, hey, I like this shirt, and then somebody said like you're kind of trolling for a T-shirt, right? So I felt kind of bad about that. But she sent us these beautiful T-shirts right here. And you can see her tagline is "Hey y'all," and when she starts her videos, "Hey y'all, Debbie Lynn from Greenville, South
Yeah.
Carolina," and
And then there's the signature down here.
yeah, it's got the signature down there, Debbie Lynn. Okay, right down at the bottom there. And I just think far away from any of her accomplishments, and I think she's put a music. She's got some stuff on iTunes. I'm going to put her channel link in the description box this morning, even above our Amazon links, and that's really that's really saying something what we think about Debbie Lynn. Missy Jen, reflect on Debbie Lynn a couple minutes here. What are your thoughts about and some of the things that strike you, the impressions of Debbie Lynn?
And she's very sincere, honest. She makes good music. She writes her own songs. And when we met up in Florida, she sang a song. for everybody, personalized. So
You're supposed to say she's kind of zany like you, Rosie. When we met in person, y'all were like that.
what is zany?
Zany.
Now you speak in Chinese again.
Zany. You don't know what zany is. Just kind of off the wall and fun and everything. It's a good time. Well, guys, there's Missy Jen's reflections. I guess the translated she means she likes you, Debbie Lynn, and she enjoys
I like
your
Debbie
music.
Lynn a lot.
Yeah, your homework today is to look up the word zany and see what that means.
Homework. I never do.
Yeah, homework.
Bad
Today.
at that.
So the good news for us when we take off in our late February trip, which will take us from Santa Rosa through Salt Lake and then on to Colorado Springs and then on to Kansas City and then points east after that, we're going to see Debbie Lynn over there in South Carolina.
Right.
We're going to do a lot of quality content for you guys. We're going to get together with Debbie Lynn. We promised her, what do we promise her? The biggest steak in Greenville, South Carolina when we get over there and hang out with her and spend a full day, maybe 2 days. Probably we'll be able to spare one day. We have a very limited time schedule, but once I'm fully retired, maybe she'll never get rid of us down on her rancho. Anyway, Debbie Lynn, very nice of you to send us these T-shirts. You're an awesome chick and one of our dearest friends. You often see Debbie Lynn on our side chat. Sometimes she comes in on the live stream too, down there, and we just love her to pieces. So thank you, Debbie, for the shirt.
Yes,
Let's talk. Yeah, thank you very much, honey. We love you, and make sure to check out and sub her channel below because she's a quality person, and people like her on YouTube don't come along every day. Okay. Moving on to other things now as we wear our Debbie Lynn T-shirts proudly. I hope this week that I'll be wrapping up the Las Vegas videos. Now I know it's about a month later here, but Missy Jen, I learned a lot of lessons about how to separate video from the stuff that you're just doing for fun versus the stuff that you're going to come back and edit and do cinematic videos or more kind of set pieces. Because frankly, I came back with too much. I had it like an imbalance. I wanted to have much more of the interactive people stuff, and I came back with much more of the cinematic. I put much more of my effort on that. So I've learned now to kind of do things with two different cameras, and I hope by the time we hit the road, or actually when I'm back, by the time we hit the road, we'll still be doing live streams on Jen and Rosie Reality TV and Rosie Murphy, but be able to do simple videos, put them up directly and things from the road, and then just concentrate on capturing other video and then working that either along the way or bringing that home for more of the experience, the experiential reflections on our trip where you actually can see the more cinematic aspects, because as you know, Jen, I'm very interested in cinematic type of video. That is trying to put video out that would be of the same look that you would have in a theater, with the same color grading, the same characteristics. So when you look at that video, you think that you're in a theater looking at a cinema movie, and it makes it a much more immersive kind. You get some music to it and things like that. So I learned a lot about that you can overdo too, and consequently cut into some of the videos. I was so busy trying to capture stuff. Like the first night, we had the buffet at Main Street Station and all of our initial meetup and stuff like that. And before I offloaded that, I kind of got back to the room, and then, Vegas Vixen had showed up, right? And I hadn't offloaded the dinner video onto the computer, and I just went onto the GoPro and I just deleted it all to clean up the SD card to start fresh. So I
really good video.
Yeah, some really good video and stuff. So that was like a wake up call to me on that I've got to do better in terms of making sure that I'm capturing things the right way, because it can be over. It can be too much to do, and that really restricted me. I like the fact that like the Google Pixel phone has a really good Google platform on it, Google Plus platform on a Gmail. And it's better, it's a great phone to be integrated into. Jen has the Apple 10, which is great. She loves it. The Apple, right? You got your Apple 10
Yeah.
phone. For me, it's the Google Pixel 2 when I finally get it in mid-March. That'll be the one that kind of fully integrates makes it easier to do direct uploads to YouTube. And I'm really looking forward to having that to capture a lot more of the people-to-people stuff that happens during the day. And then use a little in-phone editor that puts all that together. Just make my life a lot easier. And then I can wheel around a really good Olympus camera and things and capture cinematic, put the drone stuff in, and really do some nice cinematic videos there, right?
Right.
Speaking of drone videos, Missy Jen is going to beat on me because I still haven't put up the drone footage from last week there, which will be coming up either today or tomorrow here on the channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that. You got a really excellence in drone piloting with me, with Missy Jen. And if you haven't seen the video about Jen piloting, I took a little 1.5 to 3 minute clip out of the video of her, what they call flying the wires there, the power lines. And her intention is to test that drone to make sure it's still controllable within high electrical fields. And there's a lot of electrical interference in our world today. And Jen, you just skim the wires and just handled that thing like a pro. So you're going to see more of the video that we really went up and intended to capture in really beautiful formatting there, some of the area around there, and some of the devastation, and give you an idea of the scope of things up on the.
We were able to circle.
Big circles, very beautiful.
That whole
4K
hill.
4K footage, which is really
really
super. So you got a lot of good things coming up. More stuff in the workshop. We did a major cleanup. Started a major cleanup yesterday, and I'm really happy. Like the pantry, I can actually negotiate it. Emptied, cleared out some shelves, got some boxes stored out in the garage. So I really feel like in the beginning of the year that we're getting stuff organized. I can't go off on a trip and have a house that's in chaos to return to. So that turned out well too. So if you haven't checked it out, we did the hangout last night on Jen and Rosie Reality TV. Jen also has a few videos she's been doing on her MS therapy and treatment. And there's a lot of people that follow that on the channel, and some people throw up their hands and say, oh, my insurance company denied me or whatever. I can't get my coverage or blah, blah, blah. And she's got a great recent video about some resources that are available to get that, to get the medication that you need, something like Ocrevus, that if your doctor recommends it. There's a little secret about some of that stuff, Jen, is that
pretty much every MS medication does have a financial support system similar to that.
It's a little known secret for most drugs that there's what's called a compassionate care component. For many years since I've been associated with the medical business, people that couldn't afford their medications or got denied for one reason or another, pharmaceutical and medical tech companies, biotech companies have patient assistance areas where you can actually fill in an application, and they'll consider that and look over that application, and then you might get your medication for free or greatly reduced cost. So make sure you ask for it. They're not going to put it out there. They're not going to advertise it because obviously it cuts into their business. But just be aware of that. All right, guys, I think we'll wrap it up on coffee time. Make sure on Jen and Rosie Reality TV to check out last night's hangout. It was a lot of fun. On this channel, there'll be the cinematic videos, and some of the other stuff will be in the shop. There'll be a lot of good other content, the drones and everything else. A lot of people have been coming on the channel, and it's really been my honor to have you guys come here. And it's also my honor to sit next to Missy Jen on a daily basis and make your world a little more fun, and to put a laugh.
It's my honor and privilege to sit next
to put a
Rosie
smile on the face. Yes, it is.
and put a smile on each and every one of yours face every single day.
All right, guys, that's going to conclude a coffee time at the 15-minute mark here today. We love you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. And in 2018, be kind to each other.
That's right.
Okay. And remember
Absolutely.
this. In America, if you're truly an American, the values of freedom and the ability of people to pursue their own happiness is a right guaranteed under our Constitution. You may not always like what somebody else does, but respect the fact that we live in a country where we have the freedom to do things, to make our own mistakes, to make our own successes, and to steer our own ship. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful Sunday.
God bless America.